to start off in the middleweight division. Gerald Meerchaert, GM3, I think he's called, something like that. Anyway, against Krzysztof Jotko. Now, this one's interesting. You've got Gerald Meerchaert. He's coming in as a slight underdog here, I believe. Or is he? I don't know. I don't think it. Either way, it's close on paper. This one is going to be a close fight. Krzysztof Jotko, he had a lot of hype like going behind him when he first came in, but I don't know. His fights just seem a little bit uninspired for me. He's very good. Don't get me wrong. He's sharp when he's on form. He's very good at kind of sniping people. He can just pick people off from a distance and kind of cruise to a decision. Are they the most inspiring performances in the world? No, I'm not going to lie. I don't think they are. But he is good. Don't get me wrong. He is very good. Both like in terms of reach and size, the reach is basically the same. They're both 6'1", and I think that Meerchaert, he's possibly often a little bit overlooked because people just remember that they put him against Khamzat Chimaev, and obviously Chimaev just flatlined him with one punch. But that's Khamzat Chimaev, do you know what I mean? He's a bit of a beast, in case you didn't know. Meerchaert, he's a very good submission guy. Look, 26 of 24 wins have come by way of submission. That doesn't happen by accident. The guy is slick. He's very good at getting chokes as well. Guillotines, rear naked chokes. He is kind of a choke specialist. He's got too many to count, honestly. And that's where I think you're getting some fairly decent value on here, because you've got 4.33 on the submission for Gerald Meerchaert. Now, I do think that if he wins this fight, I'm not convinced he outpoints Jotko in a stand-up fight, because Jotko's he's a very slick kickboxer. He's very good at timing, and he's good at staying out of the way and just picking people off and doing enough just to get by on the scorecards. However, if this goes down to the ground, I think Meerchaert's got a really clear advantage, and I think that is probably going to be his path of least resistance. And I always say this, look, most fighters are going to be looking for the path of least resistance, because that's the smart thing to do. You know, you want to play to your strengths whilst playing away from your opponents. So I would see that Gerald Meerchaert's probably he's probably going to create some scrambles. He's not really like a kind of a power double leg kind of guy, but he is quite good at creating those scrambles, and he'll find a way to get it to the ground, and possibly even if he does shoot for the takedown, you could lure Jotko into kind of sprawling, putting the head forward, and leaves the neck exposed, possibly for a guillotine attempt, something that Meerchaert is extremely good at. So I like the value there, and that's what I'm going for. I'm going Gerald Meerchaert by submission. I think he's got like 3 submissions in a row at the moment. Jotko is a slight step up in competition, I think, from the guys that he fought after Khamzat Chimaev, but not a huge step up in competition, in all honesty, because, you know, Jotko's not beaten too many people, that are kind of massively noteworthy. So yeah. I just think that, when you've got 26 to 34 by submission, and there's every chance. There's every chance he gets a submission there. But even so, that's a terrible bet. Watch Krzysztof. If you want a safe bet, Krzysztof Jotko by decision. That's probably one of the safest bets on the card. But I like to roll the dice, and I'm going to roll the dice on Gerald Meerchaert to grab that neck and get one more submission on his record.